in my head, I was my hero. Varun, he's punched me a couple of times, yaar. I don't want to say this on camera.
My question is, when you watch someone who is I can't say better or worse. I'm just saying someone
better for sure. I am saying it. What you not saying?
But you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying.
Huma. She's not home. How does she know? Does she have cameras put up in the house? Do I live with a stalker?
These siblings DM me. We want to know, what did you do to Chako's kid?
For that you have to wait for season 2.
You don't mind kissing?
I've kissed women, men. I've been topless. I have no reservation as such, but the script should justify what we are doing. I really hope somebody makes like a villain universe. It will be very interesting to see.
And I spoke to Huma just before Diwali.
How unfortunate, yeah. You spoke to the not the better sibling before.
What the hell? Is the hero tag important to you today?
No.
Just to Filmy, just to Filmy.
It's so fun to watch a show that you actually love and then meet one of the characters that stayed with you. Saqib Saleem is with me on Just to Filmy. Welcome to the show.
What's up, bro?
Hi,
What's
KD.
happening?
Okay, I'm going to start off by calling you KD.
Yes,
because
you should.
what a character. Okay, we've just watched the series. How has that been for you? People have been watching it, reaching out, but the DMs are exploding. What's happening?
Oh, it's been fun, yaro. It's been fun. You know, you wake up to nice messages, long messages, paragraphs talking about intensity in the eyes and all. So when you're performing, you're not thinking about all these things, but when you read all these things, they're really heartwarming and they give you a slight bit of funny, good, emotional type of a feeling. I can't express it's multiple feelings, right?
Correct.
You worked on something for a year and a half, and somehow when it reaches people, this is the kind of feedback that's coming. So it's nice, yeah, to wake up to lovely things about you.
It's amazing. I rewatched your performance because, you know, when you watch it first, as journalists, we get a screener.
Yeah.
So we watch it before
Beach
the
mein
world
kuch
watches.
tha.
And my email ID is plastered over that
Plastered.
screener. Then after that, once it drops on the platform, it actually looks a bit different because
Correct,
they
of
have all
course.
the
It's
titles
it's
high
high-res,
res
it's
and all of
4K,
that.
yeah.
And then I realized in my second viewing of the show that KD actually has very little dialogue.
Yeah.
And I think that is a compliment. Because how do you make an impact without having the sort of lines that, you know, you would be given in any other case? Before going in, let's talk about when they approached you for this role. When did it happen and how did it happen?
Oh, it was a random message I got from Mukesh Chabra's office saying Raj and DK want to do a Zoom call with you. So I'm like, Raj and DK are thinking about me? Interesting. I'm like, and I was in the UK shooting for something. And I'm like, okay, I'm traveling right now. I'll reach this place at about 2 o'clock and we'll do this. We'll do this Zoom call. And we did the Zoom call. They narrated it in 15 minutes and they said, we want you to play the antagonist of the show. And this is what your part is. And I'm like, okay. And usually as an actor, you hear, can we do a look test? Can we do this? You know, can we shoot some pictures just to see? But they were very convinced. And I asked Raj sir this. I'm like, why me? He's like, because nobody's thought of you like that. And that was a great point of validation for me. Okay, this guy is trying to see me differently.
Correct.
These guys, both of them are trying to see me differently. Let's try and see what we can do. So it started off from that call, and then multiple conversations later, we met, we jammed. I told them how it could be. And you know, you sometimes have conversations and you forget about them because
Correct.
you've had these creative conversations. And then when the material came to me, I saw all the conversations that we've had, those things kind of incorporated in it. So I really enjoyed that whole collaborative process with them when we were shooting for it. So yeah, it was just very enjoyable, the whole process. I was very happy that I was getting to sink my teeth into something negative because I feel like there's a lot more you can do.
Yes.
When you're playing negative, you don't have to live by the order of morality that,
Correct.
but in my head, I was my hero. I had justifications of why I was doing what I was doing. And you also pointed out the fact that I hardly have lines in the show. And I realized it when I saw it. And I'm like, no, his presence. I need to work with the backstory in my head, that whenever people see me, they should see a story in my eyes. And constantly I had this diary that I'd filled with a backstory of pain, of hurt, of anguish, bringing things from my personal life, bringing things from what Raj DK had told me, what Sita had told me. And I'm like, okay, let's try and make this, churn it into a backstory that, okay, even if you don't see my backstory, whenever you see me, you'll feel like there is a massive story going on in there.
Absolutely.
And that's what I worked on, yeah. And I'm like,
And now we want to know, so what happened to KD and what happens, my DMs have exploded because they all want to know a few questions, Saqib.
what are the questions? Let's try and answer if I'm allowed to.
We want to know, what did you do to Chako's kid?
For that, you have to wait for season 2.
Okay, so you confirm that there's a season 2.
I'm assuming where it is left, na?
Yeah, no?
It's left at a cliffhanger of sorts, na? Matlab, I don't think I'm making... Matlab, this is what they want to tell us, ki we've ended it there, so maybe there is more to this story. So you will have to wait for
I
that.
will have to wait for that. I think one of the scenes that really stayed with me, which is so unhinged, is when KK sir, the same scene plays out between you and Varun.
Yeah.
But the same scene is so different,
Yeah.
okay? And it's because I can't put a finger to why it's different really, but I just feel that KK Menon in that scene, oh my god, is a masterclass.
No, me and Varun were fanboys.
Yeah.
Every day on set, bro.
My
Every day.
question is when you watch someone who is I can't say better or worse. I'm just saying
No,
someone
better
who's,
for sure. I am saying it. What you'll not say?
but you know what I'm saying.
Huma.
There are two actors, and then there's one actor who's playing this sort of like leading this scene, and you see them do what they do. What is that thin line between awe and doing your job that you have to strike?
No, matlab, all pretense goes out of the window.
Yeah,
You're just in shock. Like, and the beauty of that actor, KK sir, is that he would do a new thing in every take. He was so, matlab, you could see him going into a thought. Every take was different. And I'm like, wow, look at that. And me and Varun would just, after his take, just look at each other. I'm like, ये क्या है यार? कैसे कर रहे हैं ये? How is he doing this? So we were fanboys on set.
Yeah.
And if you, the scene that you're talking about, that burnt chicken scene, he's taking the scene wherever it's going, and it's beautiful. And I just had to be and react. And the story that was running in my head is like, he's my father.
Yes.
I got to prove myself to him, and I got to live up. I need his love. I can be alpha for the whole world, but right now I'm a bit of a beta in this room. And I feel like that play was very, very fun to watch. And it was a long ass scene, right? There were dialogues that he keeps going. There's comedy, there's seriousness, there's intimidation, lot at play. And they shot it with like about, I don't know, 4 cameras. We were done with that scene in about half an hour. And I've never shot like that before in my life. That usually you do an actor, then you do all the close. No, they just place the cameras that we'll run it and we'll get it. And they got it.
Amazing.
And great learning experience to be working with KK Menon.
Yeah,
What a astute, what a sharp actor. His eyes, man. His eyes talk. When I was talking, the story has to be in his eyes. You look at his eyes, they just talk so much to you.
Yeah. And then you can't tell because we've seen as an audience the same scene play out before.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of fun because then we are also dealing with the fact that this woman is new. And it's the penny drop that happens while we're watching, saying that ye to jhoot bol raha hai. And then the whole toxic father element as well. I think all of that. So when you're shooting, do you know that there's so much depth in something? How do you, like, are you an actor who asks for the entire script? Do you get the entire script? Do you read all of it before going into shoot?
We had a proper script, but I think there were some tweaks and changes that were always happening. But yeah, I'd love to at least read my track completely, so that I know my motivations of doing what not. Somehow, like, it was very interesting that whenever I would go on set and I'm like, and I would ask DK this, I'm like, boss, where are we in the story? What is happening? He would take me through the whole story. Before every take, pretty much. Before every time I would walk on set, I'm like, yes, you have access to everything, just keep throwing things at me.
Correct.
And very patiently that he would go through every beat.
That's amazing.
And it
That's
was amazing. And that's why you see
That's why
the
you see it
kind of
this
stuff
way.
that they make. That is why, because there's a lot of they go into the details of things. They try and give you, like, it was, I can tell you this, that it was a very enjoyable process for me to be collaborating with everybody in that sense.
You've done action before,
Yeah.
and it's almost like one of your strong suits. I mean, we've seen you know, bust
I'm an
some
athletic
moves.
guy.
Yes,
Let's put it
and
like
we
that.
just tell you know, whether it's a crackdown or even with the role that you played in Rangbaz,
Yeah.
you know, this sort
Yeah.
of being the bad guy
Yeah.
is now a good thing.
Oh, I love
I
it.
mean, let me tell you. I mean, I was just
Aren't we
thinking
in the
about
bad boy era?
completely, and then you know, like 2023 December is when Animal dropped.
Yeah.
And then we went through a whole year, and then I just spoke to Arjun because he was, you know, Danger Lanka and
Yeah.
Singham again.
Yes, yes.
And here I'm sitting
Oh, he was
with you.
amazing in the film.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
saw it the other day. He was amazing. And I feel like, yes, it is.
Talk about the boys
bad
in their
boy
bad boy era. Come
No,
on.
I just hope यार एक ना एक ऐसी दुनिया बन जाए जो सारे ये anti heroes की दुनिया है ना. Everybody comes together. There's Abrar from Animal. There's Danger Lanka. There is Raghav from Kill.
Yeah.
KD from Citadel. Like a universe of this sort would be beautiful.
Oh my God! And imagine
Like,
how
there'll
many
be
Avengers.
so much maza in something like that. I really hope somebody makes like a villain universe. It'll be
Correct.
very interesting to see.
But you're saying villain and you're owning it,
Yeah.
and I love it. So was that ever a question in
No,
your
but
mind?
I was the hero when I was playing it for myself. I had justifications to why KD was doing what he was doing. If I never go into a shoot, I'm like, मैं तो villain हूँ इसमें. मैं अपनी कहानी का hero. I should have justifications for what I am doing.
Correct.
How people perceive it, that's something separate, and that's their thing.
Correct.
I have to have motivation to do what I am doing. So I never played it like कि मैं तो villain हूँ. I'm like, मैं hero हूँ यार.
Correct.
मुझे मेरे बाप का प्यार चाहिए. मुझे आज तक कभी लाइफ में प्यार नहीं मिला, और ये बंदा मुझे मेरे बाप का प्यार लेने के लिए
Yeah, he's coming in the way.
He's coming in the way.
और वो धोखा भी दे रहा है.
और वो धोखा भी दे रहा है. He's hurt my family. He's the reason जिसकी वजह से ये और उसकी बीवी की वजह से हमारी पूरी फैमिली टूटी है. So I'm the heartbroken hero in my head कि you
Correct.
wronged my family.
Correct.
I'm not playing like मैं तुझे मजा चखाऊंगा. नहीं.
Yeah.
I'm like, you came after my family, I'll come after yours.
Correct.
That's the motivation I am going with.
What is the most exciting thing that you learned about being an action hero through Citadel Honey Bunny that you've never done before?
Action like this is tough. Very tough. When you have long, unending takes
Yeah.
of the camera following you everywhere, not a moment you can drop the penny. You can't. You have to be so alert. Like, there were so many takes that it would go to multiple people and then come to you. Then at that opportune time, you have to come, hit your shotgun. Then it goes.
Yeah.
The camera's uncut, right?
Yeah.
And so there was so much stress. You're like, I don't want to screw up. Anybody else I'm okay with. Like, I am coming in the take at the after 90 seconds, and also they've shot for 90 seconds. So if I screw up here, all those 90 seconds, so I'm like, no, be absolutely aware, be in tune with everything that's happening. So I think it made me sharper. Like, I couldn't let go of, I couldn't take it easy. It was very tough. And both me and Varun are people like who want to give extra. We
Yeah.
want to do more. We are little extra
Yeah,
in
fully,
life. Na?
fully.
Like Varun, like he's punched me a couple of times, yaar. I don't want to say this on camera. He's so passionate about what he does. And तो मस्ती उसमें आ जाता है, and then he's like, oh sorry, bye, I'm sorry. And I'm like, you stay in character. Don't
Correct,
worry.
correct,
We'll talk
correct,
after the take. But we are like that, right? We want to put our best foot forward. We want to give it our everything, and that's how I did it. And I can be very honest and candid about the fact that that's how Varun also played it.
I think
And
so,
I have to
yes.
give him respect here, where that he's done a great body of work in terms of he's a legit star, but he always wants to give one more take.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
you don't see that in a lot of people. People say, अरे मिल तो गया होगा. तुम्हें
No.
पता होता है जब मिल गया यार, तुम्हें पता होता है.
Yeah, he's one of the boys.
And I say this about him, that he's the Amir kid with a golden heart. Like, he's wherever he comes from, all that, but he's just so nice and
Yeah.
good hearted. He's called me, I don't know, 5-6 times since the show's come out. He's like, see, read this review. He's calling Huma also, telling her, Arey, Saqib so good. So he's just a guy with a lot of love to give.
And I spoke to Huma just before Diwali, and it's so nice to speak to both the siblings in like the span
How
of 2 weeks.
unfortunate, yeah. You spoke to the not the better sibling before.
What
so
the hell? And I must say something she told me that stayed with me. I said, so at some point I was saying, we were talking about how industry kids versus kids from outside the industry. And she said, we may not have been born here, but we belong here. And it was such a great thing.
And
that
our
she
kids
said.
will be born here.
And your kids will be born here, yes.
Correct.
And I think that was such a beautiful statement that she said. Do you feel the same?
100%. Yeah. This is what I'll do till my last breath. Be in movies, act in movies, make movies, just be part of movies. And that's all I want to do. There's nothing else I wake up for. There's nothing else. I wake up to watch a film, I sleep while watching a film. So this is what life is. So to think I don't belong here, मतलब अब बहुत टाइम हो गया यार.
बहुत
ये
time हो
पहले
गया,
सोचना चाहिए था कि
2011.
2011 में सोचना था, अब 2024 में
24 हो
बैठ के
गया है.
ये नहीं सोच
24 हो
सकते.
गया.
We
I remember-
belong here now. This is home.
I completely agree. I remember on the day of the trailer launch, we were at the Marriott, and we all know that you live very close by.
Sure.
And I remember you were not at the trailer launch. Why were you not?
Oh, we've gotten there. Nice.
Why were you not there?
You saw the trailer? So I felt like there was a narrative that the makers wanted to put out, and consciously they didn't want to show the impact of my character at the trailer launch. So for me to be at the trailer launch would have been detrimental to that narrative that they were setting out, and I felt like it's always important for your work to come out for you to start talking to the media. And I felt like, yeah, I've been here for a while. Let the show come out, so I'll sit this one out. I'm sure there's a narrative you all are following, and there are mandates everybody has to follow. So, okay, let the show come out. I'm very confident about what I've done in the show. And today, after the show being out for 4 days, we are sitting opposite each other and talking about it. And that's the way I want it to be. You know, this exercise has made me understand one thing, that we talk about what we are doing before anybody's seen it.
Correct.
And I want to get to a point where I maybe don't talk before. I talk after. Because that's the time you have to, or you must
Talk about
own up things or talk about what you've done, rather than पहले मैं बता दूं कि पता है जब मैंने वो एक सीन है, जब तुम देखोगे तब तुम्हें समझ आएगा मैंने ना उसमें ऐसा किया. You'll be like, ये क्यों बकवास कर रहे हैं मुझसे? So I feel like that's what I wanted to do. Let the work come out, and I've always believed the work should talk. And now that the work is good and appreciated, it's great to sit opposite you and talk.
Yeah, because we want more of KD, okay? So please make that happen. I'm going to look into my phone because our next section, which is really fun, is called Confessions.
Oh!
Woo!
Oof.
And you have to confess, Saqib. But before that, I must say, when I asked my audience on Instagram, what should I ask you, apart from the fact that they said, did he kill Chako's kid? Huma said, why did you leave the lights on in the living room?
But she's not home. How does she know? Does she have cameras put up in the house? Do I live with a stalker?
These siblings DM me. Guys.
Do I live with a stalker? How are you seeing this? I think we should file a complaint. I'm under surveillance here. This is not right.
Really. I mean, there are quotes of her on the wall everywhere. Like, kya ho raha hai? Okay, so this is called Confessions with Saqib Saleem. What is the silliest reason you fought with Huma recently for? Like, silliest thing.
Of just not liking her face.
What? Nice.
Yeah, we are siblings, yeah. We don't, of course.
I have a younger brother.
Yeah, we are siblings. So I'm like, hey, I don't like your face right now. I'm fighting with you. Just that.
One thing which is a big no for you in any script. Like, do you have any no's? Like,
No, the script.
you don't mind being topless. You don't mind kissing.
I've kissed women, men. I've been topless. I have no reservation as such, but the script should justify what we are doing. हम ये अपना एक personal video नहीं बना रहे. I feel like एक film बना रहे हैं. अगर film के realm में वो आ रहा है, तो I have no problem here. मुझे that needs to be justified to me when I read it.
Correct.
Or I need to trust the maker who's making it. That's it.
Ever ask for something from a set because you loved it?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Some shoes or something. I mean, like the first, second film, yeah. I wanted to keep like something. Ki I was this character.
Oh, so cute. One thing about being famous that you didn't see coming.
Just roaming around in your boxers. Like I really enjoy roaming around my shorts and my ganji. And I felt like I'd be that cool guy when I become famous and all. I'll be Sanjay Dutt. I'd just walk in whatever I wanted and people would think it's cool. But no, in this world of social media, you can't do that.
You can't do
Not from all angles you look cool, right? So
Correct.
somebody just gets a sneaky picture. It's not cool. It's an unflattering angle. So wear full pants, sell full clothes and go.
One weird food combo that you love.
Okay, so there's no weird food combo, but the way I eat food is very weird.
What?
Like, I put a pile of rice and then I put everything. It's not like dal idhar kone mein, sabzi idhar, dahi idhar,
Oh.
then little. I have to put everything together and churn it
Mix
and
it.
make it into a masaledar meal for
Oh,
me.
so everything is a khichdi.
Everything is a khichdi for me.
Love it. What is the scene that was the most challenging for you while shooting on Citadel?
I think that Chako scene. I felt like because I had to play a lot of things in that, so that was very difficult. And to do that to that kid, my heart was going. Yeah, my heart was breaking down. Like, what am I doing? Like, as soon as cut would happen, I would just hug him and be like, "I'm so sorry," because we'd shot for a while, so I'd done a few things. I just looked at him and and he did to me. We were doing all those things. After a point, he just got freaked out. This is a mad guy and all. So I was very, very heartbroken. I had to do that with him. So that was kind of difficult for me.
What is the one thing about Raj and DK that you've been left with?
Just that they are very passionate about what they do and they're very hardworking. That's something to learn from them. That they're, with all the kind of work and content they're making, they're continuously belting out good things after good things. So I think that's something to learn from.
Is the hero tag important to you today?
No.
How lovely.
No.
How refreshing.
I feel like the definition of hero has changed. I am okay making mistakes in a film. I am okay doing wrong things in a film. Now the hero can be flawed. So I feel like that definition only has changed. And people don't enjoy heroes anymore, just plain heroes. Do you? Do gooder always. ये तो अच्छा ही करेगा always. I feel like the time that we are in and the kind of writing that's happening, it's just so interesting to play Abrar from Animal or KD from Citadel or even what Arjun did in Singham. It's just far more exciting
It
to
is,
do
yeah.
it. As an actor, you are like, okay, I'm doing things now.
Yeah.
It's fun. I'm playing with my craft.
The girls want to know what's your skincare routine.
I've today put moisturizer because I had
Today?
to come today. I have never put. I use clean and clear face wash.
What?
That's it, guys. मतलब 6 साल पहले तक तो मैं साबुन से मुंह धो रहा था. अब जाके ये हुआ है. I don't believe in all this. My sister, my mother are paranoid. Like, what are you doing? But now I've started putting some moisturizer and all, and I have one night serum cream that apparently does magic.
Oh, क्या बात है. So you're saying that this is just mashallah genes.
No, I'd like to believe.
Yeah.
I have no jobs on my face. It's just the way I was born.
If somebody had asked you that you had to do a job on your face, would you do it?
No.
Is there a pressure?
No.
No.
Not with me. Nobody's ever said that to me. I'm sure किसी का कुछ होगा कहीं पता नहीं मुझे. I can only answer for myself. मुझे किसी ने नहीं बोला कि तू ना अपनी नाक सीधी करा ले या अपनी आंखें बड़ी करा ले या जॉ ऐसा. किसी ने कुछ नहीं कहा.
That's good.
And
Thank
I'm
God.
very happy.
Thank
and,
God.
Nor am I interested. I am very happy with the face Allah Mia has given me. I am very proud of it.
This is a show called Just Too Filmy where we ask actors to recommend something that they watched for our audience. So think about it for a second. What was the last thing that you watched that impacted you that you can actually recommend to other people? It'll go under Saqib Saleem's recommendation.
Oh, I'm watching this show called Slow Horses on Apple, which is phenom.
Yeah.
Phenom. It is slightly slow, but that's in
So
the title.
title ही है.
That's in the title only. So you're already in for that slow burn, but it's so well written. What else did I see? I saw Citadel Diana, the Italian show. That was good fun. I saw the Salim Javed docu very recently, which I thought was
Guts.
लाइफ में करना है तो ये करना है यार. क्या आदमी थे वो दोनों
आदमी
यार.
थे.
क्या मतलब हैं अभी भी.
बिल्कुल.
They were just phenom the way they were. Something interesting. I saw. What else it is? I haven't seen Singham or
Bhool Bhulaiya 3.
Bhool Bhulaiya, whatever. I've seen Singham. Sorry, my bad. I've seen Singham. I haven't seen Bhool Bhulaiya 3. Singham was fun. You got to see all the actors together.
Correct.
It was fun. What else? Nothing, as if I was just busy doing this and I was busy taking this holiday in Goa.
Oh,
so I was
lovely.
not watching a lot of content. But yeah, Slow Horses is something I would really, really recommend.
Thank you for that. One actor as a producer and one director as an actor that you'd like to work with. So
I'd love to work with Imtiaz Ali. I saw Chamkila and I was just blown, yaar. He's one filmmaker. I have to message him also. Hi sir, I love this. Can I come see you? He's like, come. But whatever. So that's one filmmaker I really want to work with. Sanjay Leela Bansali. That's another filmmaker I really want to work with. And an actor I want to work with as a producer. Myself, baby. Myself. Come on. I got to produce a film that I'm acting in. Yes.
correct.
Home production होती है ना अपनी home production.
Can we reveal what you're producing yet or no?
Oh, we'll announce it very soon.
The titles are very interesting.
Oh, you've
just FYI. I mean, both
you
the
went to that
titles.
other room and saw the.
See, I was in that room, so and then I should have some.
Oh, I'd love to show you the film also. So
Like,
दिखाता हूँ
very,
तुझे
very
एक दिन
fun
बुला के.
titles.
We'll announce it hopefully in the next couple of months.
Yeah.
So you'll know where it is coming, what is happening.
Yes,
So that'll happen.
yes. It's always fun to talk to you, Saqib, because more than anything else, you're here for the movies, and that's what I love about talking to people. Because अगर यार हमसे बढ़कर सिनेमा है और अगर वो बात लोगों को याद रहे, then it's always fun to talk to those people.
Thank
So,
you
and
so
you're one
much,
of
and
them.
I have spoken to you. I know I've done some 5-8 interviews with you,
Yes,
and it's always good to talk to you because you just have a conversation. Not a lot of people have conversations. So thank you for taking out the time, coming
you
to
so
my
much.
office.
Thank you.
And I will see you soon.
I'll see you soon.
Subscribe to Ro Talks. I just had a chat with her. My name is Saqib Saleem. We spoke about Citadel Honey Bunny and a lot more. You cannot miss this chat. So just go subscribe to her channel. Lots of love.
Just to